Alright, I'm back. This is gwyned bringing you the finals from MPDC 16.05. You've got Adner playing a variant of Kuldotha Hawk on the top, and Joe Cool playing White Weenie on the bottom. Joe Cool won game 1, and this is game 2 of the finals. Let's get into it. Let's see here. Always takes a minute on these replays to actually get the action going here. Adner chose to draw, interestingly, instead of to play, and had to mulligan down to 6. Joe kept his 7, and we are off and running. Let's see, no turn 1 play for either of them. And Joe will open with a Armored Warhorse, mentioned last video, such a great card. 2/3, 2 mana, I mean that's about as good as it gets. Yes, it's a vanilla creature, but the 3 toughness is certainly relevant and just a great overall creature, especially on turn 2. Let's see how Adner is able to answer. He has a Perilous Mirror, alright, and that can actually, interesting enough, trade with the Armored Warhorse, so that's definitely a good find for him. And Joe's just going to swing in fearlessly. If I were Adner, I'd probably hold on to the Perilous Mirror because he might be able to get a 2-for-1 off of it if he waits, which is exactly what he does. And Joe follows it up with a Sky Hunter. This really, these ground guys are one thing, but the fact that this deck is able to just pour on so many little 2/2 flyers makes it really hard to keep up with. Even if you have a lot of removal, trading 1-for-1 with White Weenie usually is not a great strategy because they're just so fast you can't keep up. All right, and does not have a follow-up play. So Adner here goes ahead and finds a Porcelain Legionnaire. Certainly will hold back the ground guys, but won't do anything against the Legionnaire. So Joe will just swing in with the Sky Hunter here, dropping Adner down to a very quick 14, and then we'll follow that up with his own Porcelain Legionnaire. Alright, and then Adner on his turn, he is playing 4 Evolving Wilds just to help smooth out the mana, and goes ahead and gets a Mountain. Makes sense, he's probably got removal in hand that he wants to be able to cast. Has a Galvanic Blast to get rid of the Legionnaire. But Joe, once again, has the stave off to protect his guy. Alright. Back on his turn, Joe's going to go ahead and put a Pacifism effect on the Legionnaire. Interesting, if you put it on the Perilous Mirror, well, okay. It could have gone either way there. Let's see, if you put it on the Perilous Mirror, then he's going to be able to kill... Really, he'll be able to kill off the Armored Warhorse. So yeah, it makes sense to go ahead and put it on the Legionnaire as opposed to the Perilous Mirror. Normally, Pacifism style effect is something you want to put on the Perilous Mirror because it guarantees you won't get the 2-for-1. But if that Porcelain Legionnaire can really hold both his ground guys back, this way if he swings in, he'll just basically get a 1-for-1 trade. So that's definitely better. Alright, so now Joe will go ahead and turn his guys sideways. Oh, he just attacked with the Legionnaire there. Interesting. He didn't want to get the 2-for-1. Perilous Mirror would... I guess it wouldn't be a 2-for-1, but the Perilous Mirror would block and then kill the Sky Hunter, and he wanted to hold on to it to get the guaranteed damage in. That makes sense. Alright, so then on his turn, Adner's able to sacrifice the Porcelain Legionnaire that had the Pacifism on it to go ahead and fuel up his Kuldotha Rebirth. So now got a much more effective ground presence. And is able to then incinerate. Oh, interesting, he incinerated the Armored Warhorse. I probably would have incinerated the Sky Hunter there because he can just sit there and block that Warhorse all day long. Let's see, he probably will not swing in here. No, he could have probably swung in with the Perilous Mirror there because if it died, he could have taken out the Sky Hunter, and that's a perfectly good trade. Perilous Mirror for the Sky Hunter at this point is a good trade for him. So now Joe's just going to continue to swing in here. So presumably the Perilous Mirror will block the Legionnaire, and he will go ahead and kill the Sky Hunter. But Joe, of course, has the trick here to protect it. Makes sense. Otherwise, why would he have done it? And he'll not only does he save the Legionnaire, but the Sky Hunter. He will also get the boost before damage goes on. So that's definitely good for him. So hit for 4, dropping Adner to 8. Back. So Adner's definitely under the gun here. It's going to be hard for him to recover. Of course, a couple burn spells and he could be in it, but Joe's gotten off to a very quick start. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Excuse me. So he's going to go ahead and cast Gather the Townsfolk. Definitely has a nice little ground presence, but maybe too little too late at this point. So obviously he'll just swing in with the Goblin tokens, get his first 3 points of damage in. Joe's going to go ahead and swing in here. Again, he can't do anything. There's no reason for him not to attack, since he will definitely throw one of those tokens in the way of the Legionnaire and doesn't get any life out of it, so that's definitely good attack there. Drops Adner to 6, and then just passes the turn back. Probably has some more pump or protection in hand. And then Adner is able to get yet another batch of tokens off. Just trying to slow Joe down, but of course if he can't do anything about the guy in the air, he's in a lot of trouble. So Joe here will go ahead and use Revoke Existence, get rid of the Life Staff. Makes sense. And then just continue to swing in. So once again, he'll chump one of the humans, and he'll take 2. So Edner's definitely going to need some removal. Okay, he's able to take out the Legionnaire. Oh no, he's going to go ahead and protect it with Stave Off. Interesting. I might have just held on to it. At this point, the Legionnaire is probably not going to win you the game, because he's just going to chump it. But holding on to the Sky Hunter is going to be a better Stave Off target, in my opinion, unless he has multiple pieces of protection in his hand. Even then, I probably would have let him just go ahead and kill the Legionnaire at that point. Probably isn't going to make a difference, but so he will go ahead and hit for 4. So Adner has actually evened up the contest pretty quickly. Has a Faithful Saluting with only 1 card in hand, but he is able to get rid of a Mountain and goes ahead and gets rid of a Porcelain Legionnaire as well. Presumably just trying to find some burn to get rid of that Sky Hunter. So he's got a Pacifism for the final human token, and at that point that is game. Adner could have held 1 back, and I should have mentioned that. That would have probably been a better play, given that all you have to do is remove 1. And yeah, so that is how that looks like it's going to end. Yep, Adner gave him the good games. And so Joe Cool will swing in here for the last points of damage. So, one thing about these 2 decks is they're both very aggressive, both very quick, so it makes for some quick games. So that is how Joe Cool won the finals from MPDC 16.5. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. It's fun. I'm hoping to be able to do more of these videos in the future, so definitely, hope you enjoyed watching it.
Also, let me remind you that if you want to keep up with my videos and articles, you can follow me on Twitter at gwyned42. That's GWYNED and the number 42. I also regularly publish articles over at puremtgo.com. You can search for me by the username gwyned over on that site, or click on the link below to get the most recent list of all my articles covering Standard Pauper. Finally, if you enjoyed watching these videos, please remember to subscribe to my channel and post any feedback or comments. Thanks for watching.